Hello, Klaus here, and welcome back to the channel for another video. So the Blackmagic press conference has just been aired, and in this video I'm just going to talk about briefly what they talked about, what they did announce, and we're going to talk about that, and basically that's what this video is all about. So let's start to have a talk about what they did announce.
So first off, it was a very long press briefing, more than 2 hours, and in that press briefing, Blackmagic did announce a lot of video hubs, switchers with an insane amount of connections on the back, and it was switchers and stuff like that. And it's not really stuff that I am so interested in, like ATEM stuff. In the small ATEMs, I am. This big, huge production things I'm not so interested in, but by the end of the presentation, there was a lot of new switches presented by Grant, and I think it's good. It's the first half of the presentation were more for broadcasters, and I'm not really a broadcaster, but a lot of great solutions were actually there, and a lot of thoughts about how they can improve the broadcasting industry, which is kind of cool. Next in the presentation, we came to DaVinci Resolve, which adds a lot of new AI features. For instance, transcribe and edit by transcription. Looks pretty cool. Also, we have a new way to see the audio waveforms, so you don't have to go into the clip attributes to control the audio. Also kind of cool. And a new color tool. And we are going to look more into that in an upcoming video. We also have a new AI tracker using the neural engine to track things. This is a studio feature only. Again, we are going to look into this in an upcoming video. There's also a new noise reduction AI tool that can determine where your digital noise is, and it can remove it by analyzing, which is kind of cool. Again, we will look into that later. Also, a new film look creator has been added, where you can create a more filmic look using film stock. At least that's what I think. So I'm very excited in learning more about that and diving into that in upcoming videos. So if you are not subscribed for the channel, please do so, and you'll get a notification when that video is ready and uploaded. Also, a new tool to create depth of field has been added. You have been able to do this with Magic Mask in the past, but now it's a dedicated tool where you can do exactly the depth of field look. Also, the face refinement tool has been massively updated, giving you more controls and more flexibility to track faces. In the Fusion page, there is a lot of different new stuff. Again, I have to look into that. If we jump into Fairlight, we have 3 new AI tools: a dialogue tool, a music tool, and a docking tool. So that's also going to be very interesting. Also, there is some very advanced sound tools, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, but maybe in an upcoming one. But there's a lot of great updates inside of Fairlight as well. Also, major updates to the cut page, so that is more streamlined now to do broadcasting, I guess. There's also the DaVinci Resolve replay editor, which is an advanced version of the speed editor. And then we came to the part where we got the camera announcement, and Blackmagic did announce the new Ursa, the Ursa Cineline camera, which is a 12K cinema camera, and they actually tried not to make this a cheap camera, so there were no limitations, but it looks super cool. It's going to be in 2 versions. It's going to be in the 12K version, which is going to be around $14,000 US, and it also has a new way to store media in a media disk format. Looks cool, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be expensive, because it looks a little bit expensive, but nevertheless. So this camera is most likely not for me, but it looks cool. It's more for the big production companies, not for the small creators. However, they always have something for the smaller creator, and here is what people have been wondering: the box camera. Finally, they announced the 6K box camera. It is the Pyx 6K Blackmagic camera, and it's going to come in 3 different versions. It's going to be in the RLF mount, it's going to be an EF mount, and a PL mount. And this one does not have a flip screen, so most likely somebody are going to be annoyed by that. I think it looks cool. It's priced pretty reasonable, around the same price as the newly full frame camera. So it looks cool, I must admit, but I'm not really that fan of this box style camera. I actually more prefer the pocket cinema camera line. Maybe I'm the only one who does that, but I love those. But okay, it looks cool, has some cool things. So, and then at the end of the presentation, a new color panel were announced. It is like a portable one, super cool, super small, and it has way more features than the one I have, which is by now pretty old. You can also, of course, control the windows with the wheels, a lot of great features. And of course, this is made so you can do color grading on the go using a iPad where DaVinci Resolve is also running on. Anyway, that was a quick overview of the Blackmagic press conference, and they did announce some pretty cool things. So anyway, I do hope you found this little video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it would help them out, and if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on this channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.